I don't know if
Yeah.
you know, if you guys know, but right now in Doha, we have IRGC and CENTCOM. They have a red line with each other, right? Basically, in direct communication with each other regarding their military operations, so that they could communicate, so that it doesn't escalate. So the Islamic Republic and United States have, for the first time, the IRGC and CENTCOM for the first time have a direct line of communication, so that they could communicate their military operations with each other, so it doesn't escalate.
Yeah, and
Did you see that?
that's kind of like a crack in the regime's ideology because again, guys, for 47 years they were like, we're not going to talk to Americans, we're not going to,
Right.
Americans, death to America. And now there's an IRGC, probably general or commander, sitting in Qatar talking directly to a CENTCOM general or representative. The regime is they're doing things that we never would have thought possible just months before.
So, so remember, even before, when the Americans and the Islamic Republic were speaking, it was indirect. It was never directly with the IRGC, right? Like it was through Zarif, it was through, I don't know, Arakchi or other people before. But now there's a direct line of communication between IRGC and CENTCOM in Qatar. So that they could manage their responses with each other without escalation. This, by the way,
Yes,
Ali, this shows a huge commitment to de-escalation on both sides. That's
yes,
just a huge commitment to, like this means that we are going to have this back and forth limited military operations against each other for a long time, but it will not blow up and make it, like, it's not going to get big. It's going to be present. We're going to, every once in a while we're going to be right back here talking about, like, oh my god, the Islamic Republic hit a commercial ship, oh, United States responded, but it will stay at this level. It seems like that, at least that's what they're going with.
I think it is going to stay like that until an American dies or someone decides that they had enough or the regime supporters somehow wake up to this loop and start demanding something real big. Low likelihood of all those things happening. This is probably where we're going to be for the next 5 months.
So the pro regime people who are demanding more, they don't actually have that much power. They do. The people who are in the streets who are like, wait, why are we not responding? They are being funded by the bunyads, the IRGC bunyads, who are benefiting from the isolationism. Their industry, their companies, their monopoly is benefiting financially for the isolationism of the Islamic Republic. So they're investing money into the people. So this is all about money. Like Ghalibaf is investing money that Americans will be releasing to him into people within the Islamic Republic that is going to be pushing for more negotiations. The people, the IRGC people who are directly financially benefiting from the bunyads, uh, these are basically huge, I don't know, trust funds. I don't know how you say it in English, right? That own a whole bunch of monopolies and industries within Iran, and they benefit from not competing with international markets and with the private sector within Iran. They benefit from this isolationist structure that Iran has right now under the Islamic Republic. So they would be investing money into the Paidari camp and the protests, who are to as a way to try to stop the negotiations and stop Iran opening to the global economy. So it's all about the money.
Yes, they are coordinated about this. And if anyone's wondering about what is Armin saying, how are they opening up? How is the IRGC opening up or the regime opening up the economy of Iran to the world? Well, the 300 billion number that you might have heard, that is exactly what is happening. Private companies around the world, mainly from the Persian Gulf Arab countries, are going to be investing into the private sector of Iran, which is opening up the economy. to the world. Now, I'm still really skeptical about that. I don't know who's going to come and do that, but it'll
That's
happen
not
at
going to happen
some level.
unless before. That's not going to happen until the IRGC loses its grip over the economy. Like that is, I mean, it's a chicken and egg. Is it
Yeah.
It's like a catch-22. Is that how you say it? Yeah.
So what's happening is basically Ghalibaf, which is now the face of the Islamic Republic, has to face off with the IRGC commanders who do not want the economy to be opened up. And we're going to see who's victorious in the next couple of months, in the next few months, rather.
We should respond to some super chats before they get too,
Yeah, let's do it.
too off topic.
So, Fleshy Interloper is saying, Ya Ali Grams. Yeah, we have a couple today. And we'll
Ya
show them.
Ali
We can go after this. Okay. So what do I have on the board for you guys? I basically have Ya Ali Grams. I have some kind of funnier videos, what the future of warfare is heading towards with AI that we're already seeing, and a lot of some Durka videos, some interesting Durka videos, regime supporters speaking out, as well as, yeah, that's it. We covered the CENTCOM strikes on the Strait of Hormuz tonight. So again, guys, they hit Sirik, few explosions, taking out radar, anti-air defense. They've been doing this, and that's why they've been able to get closer and closer, which drew the Islamic Republic to the negotiating table in the first place, or so we think. Justin says, Kuwaitis be like, how the hell did we get ourselves into that shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
They complain all the time. They're like, because the ballistic missiles hit them within like 2 minutes. And they're like, what's the point of sirens and text messages to our phones if we hear the explosions first? And then they tell us to take shelter. Well, thankfully, Kuwaitis, you guys aren't being targeted. It's all for show.
Kuwait is a very unstable country, very unstable, because they're terrified of the Islamic Republic, but they're also terrified of Iraq. Iraq's access to the Persian Gulf is very limited, and if Iraq ever gets strong, they will always keep attacking Kuwait because Iraq is very vulnerable with the level of access it has to the Persian Gulf. It's always within its best interest to attack Kuwait and take over Kuwait. So if Kuwait is like, fuck this area, like I'm afraid of Iraq, I'm afraid of the Islamic Republic, like am I even like, they're not like, they don't, Kuwaitis don't know if they're going to get to continue to be a country.
Yeah. They also have their king and their royal family is not very popular. They're actually also worried about internal uprisings as well. And Roman Cabbage saying, we need Big Stick and the vase. Ageism is bad. The Voss? What Voss?
The one that the IRGC keeps kicking and not being able to destroy. You don't know that video. So there's an old video of IRGC displaying their strength, and they have this martial arts thing, and they have this vase, and they keep kicking it, and it never breaks, and it's really embarrassing. It was on Islamic Republic.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.